Hi everyone, thanks for joining me for today's video. My name's David. This video is about borderline personality disorder, more specifically people that have this disorder that triangulate. Triangulation, it's nasty. It's a nasty thing to do to people that you care about, care for, that you're involved with, have relationships with. It's so damaging. So damaging. Betrayal trauma is one of the worst, isn't it? It's so emotional. And it really, really hits us in our psyche, deep in who we are. Borderline triangulation, and I use the term borderline when I'm talking about this because it is a little different than other people that may have these disorders. It may be a little bit different reason, or it might be done a little differently, things like this. Someone who triangulates, and in case anyone who doesn't know, maybe I should cover that real quick. The triangle, a relationship, there's two people, and one of them adds a third without you agreeing. This can be, this can look like I may just talk about somebody else to make you insecure, jealous, afraid you might lose me. I may pit two people. I may pit you against someone else, like my ex or somebody else that likes me, and get you guys to fight. Either it's vie for my attention or fight each other for who gets me as some kind of a prize. These kinds of tactics are meant to control you. It's disgusting, so damaging to the psyche. Someone who does this clearly lacks empathy, clearly lacks sympathy, compassion, and remorse. Yeah? It's killing the person on the inside, the psyche, the self, damaging your self-worth, your self-respect, your self-esteem, your confidence, your self-doubt, causing self-doubt, damaging. To rip someone's own self-awareness away from them and to make them feel so much less about themselves. Because really, when it comes down to it, all that really matters really is how we feel about ourselves. And we show this in how we treat others and how we treat ourselves. When someone lowers these things in you, it's so damaging to the psyche, to the self, to the inside. And people that do this clearly have entitlement issues and are grandiose. Borderline, that's grandiose and entitled, huh? Yeah, we're all narcissistic, but once you cross that line and you have borderline personality disorder, you are more narcissistic. 40% are likely to have narcissistic personality disorder as well, comorbid. I've met personally people diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and also antisocial personality disorder. That might even seem conflicting, but it's possible. Anybody that does this kind of stuff to another human being is doing evil. Doing evil to someone they know the most. Has probably been there for them the most. Probably invested the most in them. With triangulating, there has to be gaslighting. Distorting your reality. Telling you don't see what you see. This isn't cheating. I didn't cheat on you. Oh, whatever, we didn't have sex. Oh, God, get over yourself. We're just talking. Oh, yeah, I know you're just talking. You told me that he wants to marry you. Why did you tell me that? Well, I can't help it if he says that to me. What do you want me to do about it? What I want you to do about it? Stop talking to him and don't tell me just to hurt me. Man, I've dated very beautiful women. They're successful in their profession, and it has to do with beauty. Models. And I know that men are approaching them and complimenting them and asking them out on dates. They don't tell me. Why would you tell me? You only have one reason to tell me. To hurt me. Make me feel bad. So when you're in this position where someone you care about is arguing whether what they did was cheating or not, all that matters is how it made you feel. And you guys need to learn to start with that, to say that and start with it and realize that that's what matters. Because we can argue all day about what somebody did or didn't do. But no one can argue with you about how it makes you feel. People can care or they can not care, right? You know, if you're telling somebody how you feel and how bad you hurt because of what they're doing, and they don't want to try to make you feel better, it's over, right? Over. Care is a part of love, right? We may unconditionally care for someone, meaning we can't just turn it off like a light switch like they can. If somebody can stop caring for you like this, you can't have security ever. Because if I can love you, and tomorrow I don't love you, I hate you, I like somebody else, but then the next day I say I love you again, how's that feel? Not like the first time. Huh? Makes us feel insecure. Someone's not doing their job in the relationship to make me feel secure. Don't get in these arguments, guys. It's so sad. Think of how low we have to get, how low we have to think about ourselves. Do you remember? Arguing with somebody about cheating. Oh, I just talked to them. Oh, they're just friends. Oh, whatever. We just went out for drinks. We just kissed. We used protection. God. I mean, these are real things, as many of you know, that some people say. Imagine cheating on your wife or your husband and saying things like that. Oh, God. We were broken up for a day. I can't even go date someone else after a relationship is over. I don't know how anybody else does that. I think you're simply replacing someone else. You're replacing that loss. And you don't feel good about yourself. It's not very self-respectful. How about the rule to get over a guy, you get under him, a new one, right? To get over the last guy, you get over a new one. I mean, geez, really? You think that works? I mean, I'd be embarrassed to do that, let alone really, really embarrassed to think that yeah, that works. Yeah, I just replace human beings like objects. We have terms in relationships, but when it comes to caring for someone, we get mixed up and confused with physical care sometimes. We look, and I hear this all the time from you guys, that someone you know had everything they needed, clearly. I mean, they had money, they had good clothes, they always, the parents got them everything they needed. Yeah, but they not emotionally, right? Do we know that? I mean, simple emotional care is meeting your emotional needs. Here's just 3. Emotional security. I make you realize or feel that I have your back all the time. I'll always be there for you. You better tell me and ask for me to be there for you so I can be. You better. And we're never ending this friendship, this relationship. I'll never leave you. Never. For life. Now, I understand maybe, there's a chance that it could not work out and we figure that out. Maybe we have to part ways, but I'm not going to do that on my own. And I'm not talking about you or our relationship with anybody. I would never do that. Never betray you like that. It's between us. I love you. You're my best friend forever. Always. Always going to be there for you. Never talk bad about you. We need that. Without it, we're dying. It's more important than physical needs. If I care for somebody, I'm not just paying for them, or I'm not paying for them at all. You don't have to pay for anybody to care for them. That's physical. We need to learn how to take care of ourselves. That's a separate issue. If I can't take care of myself and work and supply myself with food and stuff, that's a separate issue altogether. But emotional needs, when we care for someone, we make them feel secure. We give them emotional attention. I care about your body and what it's doing. I read your affect. I ask you how you feel. I want you to tell me the truth. And if I've ever done anything to make you feel bad, I need to know this so I don't do it anymore. I need to know what makes you feel good so I can only do that. Emotional connection. You'll never find you'll never find a cluster B person emotionally connecting with people. Never. They've never done it. never emotionally connect with someone. They don't want it now. That's why they can look you in the eye and say, I love you so much, but I do not understand you or why you're saying this or what you're doing. And I'm going to, even though I've been married to you for years, we've been living together for years, we've been dating each other for years, I still don't know you. I still don't know what makes you feel bad or understand why. I don't know what makes you feel good because I don't do it. I accuse you of things you never done. I call you names that you aren't. No emotional connection. That's real care. Those three things at least. Yeah? There's more. But if somebody isn't doing this for you and says they love you, they're not caring for you. If they can just go be with another person within hours of loving you, but now tonight or tomorrow or the next day, I don't know, I'm going to love someone else. I've seen this. I've seen someone be with someone for years, and a couple days later, they're like, oh no, I love this person now. Oh, okay, you don't love me anymore. No, I don't. Just like that. Easy. Be with other people, spend my time with other people, have sex with other people, tell them, yeah, I want to marry you now. I don't want to marry them. That was 48 hours ago. God, I want to marry you now. I mean, Jesus. The emotional capacity. So small. But we don't end care. We don't just stop care. It's not a light switch. It's unconditional. Just because you hurt me, just because you cheat on me, doesn't mean I stopped caring for you instantly. I still care for you, and I still worry about you while you're out there cheating on me. I don't know what's going to happen to you still. That's crazy. That's care. And I know all of you guys have felt this way and experienced this for someone who doesn't care. Who doesn't care for you. That's what it means. Do you care? Because I hear this borderlines all the time. You don't care about me. You stop caring about me. I know that your dog died, but you didn't ask me how my day was. You don't care about me. Everyone's dog dies. All dogs die, but you didn't care about me that second. Oh, you want to talk about care? I didn't care for you for a second? Huh? While you go off and be with other men, other women, talk bad about me, make up lies about me, get me fired from my job. That's care. Oh, I was just mad at you. Oh, well, you didn't care for me all of a sudden. Care is very conditional. It stops at any single moment. And that's why it's emotional. It doesn't feel very secure. Not being very emotionally attentive to you. There's no emotional connection. They don't understand you. Why? Why are they triangulating? Well, I've talked a lot about borderlines in my videos, so you guys will watch my videos. You understand, I think, now that borderlines aren't self-reliant. They're reliant on others to help them feel better, to give them emotional security, attention, and connection that they don't want. But they want the emotional attention. They want the physical attention. They need. They cannot make themselves feel better. They may not be able to pay their bills, keep a job, handle life, help them feel better. They're dependent on you. So it's not just a simple, oh, I just want this to work out. Let's see if we're compatible. And if not, we'll just go find someone else. No, it's I'm going to fucking use you. I'm going to exploit you. I'm going to dehumanize you and break you down so I can fully control you because I care more about what you do instead of who you are or how you feel. They are a damaged child. They were never taught to protect themselves, to make themselves feel better, to rely on themselves. They lack empathy. They lack mindfulness on what they're doing. They may have been physically spoiled and never held accountable and have entitlement and grandiosity. Entitlement is a highly narcissistic trait. Grandiosity is a highly psychopathic trait. We talk about narcissists. The more grandiose a narcissist is, the more psychopathic they are. Because not every narcissist is extremely grandiose, are they? But when you have a borderline who wants every second of your attention, takes away, rips away from your own autonomy, what you're doing with your life and how you feel and what you need and what you want, what you're interested in, what your goals are, rips that away and says, no, I'm more important, damn it. And I don't need to reciprocate. You take care of me, you hold me, you make me feel better, you provide for me. And if you don't, I'm going to go get it somewhere else, just like that. They don't start this way, do they? They wait till you're hooked, till you're attached. But as a spoiled, unaccountable, rotten, petulant little child who's fully entitled, massive, grandiose. The answer why, it's control, guys. It's control. It's so simple. What's the best way to make you do something that I want you to do, right? Maybe put a gun to your head, huh? If you haven't had one to your head, I have. It's extremely scary. Your life changes at that moment. You look at life a lot differently if you survive. So people can control me by making me scared enough. Fear. Our government does it, right? Every day. Fear, fear, fear. This president's going to do this. This president's going to do that. Oh my God, fear, 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 fear. Right? That's how I can control you without touching you. I can make you afraid. I don't love you. I don't care about you. Somebody else cares about me. You're going to lose me. Awful. It's simple control. Borderline's bait. You'll see them down in the comments section. They'll call me a narcissist. They'll call you a narcissist if you don't like it. They'll accuse you of things you never did. Make you defend yourself. They'll insult you. They'll scare you, insult you, humiliate you, devalue you, accuse you, anything they can do to control what your body is doing so they have control of what you do for them. Period. At any expense. It doesn't matter what it's doing to you. Narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths plan to break you down and rebuild you. It's a misconception that they just steal your identity. They don't want to be you at all. They don't give a shit about who you are. They want to break you down and build you up. They want to get rid of who you are and accentuate what you do and what you are. But histrionics and borderlines are so unstable. They don't plan nothing. Minute by minute, second by second. I want this, I want that. I need that, I can't do it. I'm scared, you're going to do this to me. And if you don't give me this, I'm going to go to this person. I'll just sabotage my whole life and go to this person I don't know, and then they'll abuse me, and then I'll come back to you. I've seen some of the most sickest triangulation you can ever imagine. I have seen and heard of the worst. I mean the worst. It can't get worse. There's no producer or writer that can make this shit up. They can't. You'll never see this in some fictional movie or read about it in a fictional book. You'll hear it right straight out of someone's mouth. And they'll be telling you the truth. That's crazier. Truth and reality will always be crazier than fiction. And I've seen some of the most disgusting triangulating, where they break someone down so bad, their life is hanging by a thread. And they get the scissors out and they start trying to cut it. It's just sick. I'm so sorry for every one of you who have ever experienced anything like this, just to be betrayed like that. Worst thing you can do to human beings. We're nothing without each other. Nothing. We're dead. And we all want to do something for society. I mean, it's something you hear all the time, even if people don't mean it. They say it. They want to. It sounds nice at least, but it's how we got here, so it's real. It's the only way that we are here today. We watch out for each other, protect each other, give to each other, love each other. Evil is unnecessary killing. If I went out and just started killing animals, killing people for no reason, right? That's what evil is. These people do it from the inside out. They're doing evil things to you that's destroying who you are. This stress destroys the psyche. It causes all kinds of physical conditions. Traumatic PTSD can cause disease, Makes you suicidal, self-harm, self-sabotage, prone to addictions and other mental health illnesses and disorders. Destroys your sense of self, of how you feel about yourself. Isn't that about the worst thing you can do to someone? Is not just hurt them, but make them hate themselves and not love who they are. To say, I won't care for you, but I don't want you to care for yourself either. What's sicker than that? Please let me know. I'm upset because these are things that I hear about, hundreds of cases over the years. And it's just so nasty. It's so nasty. And these people walk the planet and they're destroying people they claim they loved. They aren't ever held accountable for it. Yes, their lives are absolutely miserable and they will continue to be destructive, depressing, traumatic, but they're victimizing so many people. And these victims are trying to get people to understand, and they don't, which is bizarre. It's like, this has to be something that really happens to you for you to understand. It's lacking empathy, but it has to happen to you to understand. It's amazing how many people are never understood because of all the bad things that people have done to them. And they may not even be taken seriously or even believed. Oh God, I can't believe people would do that to you. Human beings aren't replaceable. If someone is saying they're going to replace you, they've objectified you. They've dehumanized you. They have taken away your humanity. And they see you as an object. Again, I'm sorry for everybody who's experienced this stuff, who's been traumatized. We can all heal from this. If we don't, it's absolutely destructive. It can carry on for the rest of our lives and hinder that relationship with ourselves and other people. Our brains take over. We think the world's a bad place and people are bad. I'm not worthy of anything else and anything better, and it's just not true. And I'm really sorry. There's help. Everyone's able to heal from this. Please find that help and raise your self-worth, because to hire help, you have to feel worthy of it. And if you don't hire it, then you are. Okay? Everybody ask questions, please. Ask me anything you want. I'll always answer them. If you like this video, appreciate a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and you'll see other stuff that I put out almost every